So I'm Camille. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel. This is the look I'm going to be doing for you guys today. I call it my winter wonderland look because, it has the blues, it has silvers, whites, the whole shamalama. Yeah. Anyways, I hope that you continue to watch this video. I hope that you like it. Yeah. So here I am looking particularly rosy that day. So I'm just going to be starting out by priming using my MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus. And then once I'm done with that, I'm going to be using my Too Faced Born This Way foundation in the colors light beige and golden. And I'm just going to be applying that with a flat foundation brush and mixing it with that as well. And then I'm just going to be quickly putting on some chapstick so my lipstick goes on evenly. And then after that, I'm just going to be doing my eyebrows with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in the color dark brown. And I'm just going to be applying that using a angled liner brush. So now I'm just going to be shaping my eyebrows with my concealer, or what I use is my BB cream, and I'm going to be using a flat liner brush. I'm also going to be applying that all over my lid as well to create a nice base. After I brush it out, I'm just going to be applying it to the center of my forehead, down the bridge of my nose, the sides of my nose, under my eye, and the sides of my forehead as well. There was music here, but I was kind of afraid that I was going to get copyrighted, so I'm just going to talk over it because it was a long period of time where there was no music and it was just quiet, and it honestly felt kind of awkward, so that's what this is. And then I'm just going to be blending all of that in with a beauty blender, and make sure that you make a really tough face when you're doing it because that's the best way to blend it. And you also just want to just throw it at your face. A lot of people don't know that's what you're supposed to do, but it's a good tip. After that, I'm just going to be priming my eyelids for my eyeshadow with my Too Faced Shadow Insurance. And then I'm going to go in with the color Divine from the Venus palette. And with an angled fluffy brush, I'm going to be applying that as my transition color. And then using the 35S from Morphe in the dark blue color in the bottom row with a oval shadow brush, I'm going to be applying that to my corners and blending that inwards. I know it looks black here, but that's because I had black in my brush before and I forgot about it and I forgot to clean it. So that's why that happened. And then after that, I'm just going to blend the top parts, and then I'm just going to be repeating that process until it goes to the pigment and the shadow that I would like it to. This is to prevent a lot of fallout and to make sure that everything blends evenly and is not caked on top of each other. Taking my N7 translucent powder and my beauty blender, I'm just going to be setting my under eye. This is also to ensure that if fallout does happen, that it just falls on and I can wipe it off. Now using the second blue in the bottom row and an oval brush, I'm going to be layering that on top where that dark blue ends. I'm also just going to be putting that over top of the dark blue because I found out that I just really like that color. And then with the light shimmery blue, I'm going to be putting that on my inner corners and the inside of my lids, as well as slightly stacking that on top of my other blue, and then I'm just going to be blending that out. And then taking the first blue that we used and the darkest blue in the palette, I'm going to be taking a fluffy brush and putting that on my outer corners, and then in circular motions, I'm going to be patting it on and blending it in. This is to ensure that everything blends in nicely and that there's no harsh definitions of the colors. Taking my ColourPop eyeshadow in the color Too Shy, which is a light blue with shimmery reflex, I'm going to be applying that using my finger to the insides and inner corners of my eye. And then after I do that, I'm going to be taking a dense oval brush and the darker color, and I'm just going to reapply to the outer corners to make sure that the look remains smoky, as well as slightly with what's left over on the brush. I'm going to go over top of the other colors and blend the tops so that it doesn't look so harsh. Then using my Too Faced sketch marker and white, I'm just going to be creating the outline of my wing. And I did mess up on this wing, but that's okay because mistakes can always be fixed, so I just made it a little bit thicker. After that, I'm just going to be taking my e.l.f. BB cream or your concealer and using a flat liner brush. I'm going to go in and I'm going to create a constant base for it. And if you don't have glitter glue, you could just apply more concealer. I did actually get glitter glue in the mail, so I was really excited about that. So I was excited to see how it works. And then I'm just going to spray my concealer slash glitter brush with Fix Plus, since I didn't put any concealer on it. And then using the Too Faced glitter and the color Glitterly from the Nikki Tutorials palette, I'm just going to pat that on to where I applied the concealer and the glitter glue inside of the wing. This is optional if you want to just keep your eyeliner just purely glitter, but I'm going to be going back in with a sketch marker because I do like the white outline that it has. I like the look of it, and if you feel like the white's too overpowering, you can go back in with glitter. Using a smudger brush and the ColourPop eyeshadow in the color Too Shy, I'm going to be using that as my lower lash line color. After that, I'm just going to be wiping away all of the translucent powder and any fallout that may have occurred. And then using the same palette, the 35S from Morphe, I'm going to be taking that silver color next to the lightest blue, and I'm going to be using that as my inner corner highlight. And then using that like pinkish, whitish highlight look, I'm just going to be taking that and using that for my brows and then blending that in so that the lines are harsh. And then I'm just going to be cleaning up the edges of where my eyeliner is using concealer. Using my Too Faced bronzer and the color Sweet Tea, I'm going to be taking the right side of it. And a fan brush, what? Who knew, right? I saw it from a Nikki Tutorials video, so I just wanted to try it out. It actually works pretty well when using a fan brush to apply your contour. So I'm just going to be doing that. And then I'm also going to be applying with the lighter color to my chin. Taking my N7 translucent powder and my beauty blender, I'm just going to start baking. And even though I applied the translucent powder first, I realized that I forgot to contour my nose. So using a flat liner brush and the lighter color, I'm just going to quickly contour my nose and then finish baking. And then while I wait for the bake to set, I'm just going to be taking my Tarteist mascara from Tarte and just applying that. And then taking my Milani blush in the shade 02 Rose de Rose and an angled blush brush, I'm going to just take that and tap out most of it actually because it's really shimmery and I don't like that look. And then after that, I'm just going to be applying that to the apples of my cheeks and the sides of my cheeks. And then I'm just going to be brushing the bake away. And while I do that, I'm also going to be applying some translucent powder to my blush and the center of my contour as well. And for my favorite part, I'm going to be taking a small fan brush and using the second color from the 35F palette from Morphe. I'm going to be using that as a highlight and applying that to the tops of my cheeks, slightly on my forehead, the tip of my nose, slightly down the bridge of my nose, and my cupid's bow. Taking Teddy Bear from Lime Crime, I'm going to first apply that, and then I'm going to take the color Cashmere from Lime Crime. I didn't record this, but I just put dots over it and then rubbed it in with my lips. I thought that the look was still too light, so I took R&B from ColourPop and outlined my lips with it, then blended that in with a lip brush. After that, I'm just going to apply my setting spray, the Urban Decay All Nighter, and then some Fix Plus, and then you're done. So, thanks for watching. So thanks for watching the video. If you liked it, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and go subscribe.
If you don't, then I don't know why you finished watching it. If you thought it was okay, then I don't know. Do what you want. I mean, your choice, dude. But yeah, hopefully I'll see you on the next one. For me, a practice in being present. There's nowhere I need to be. Set right here with you.